What's up, everybody? Jensen Cummings of the Best Served Podcast here. Thank you for tuning in. I have with us the esteemed Doug Krenik, Master Sommelier with Maverick Wine Company. Doug, in your signature tie-dye, it is very good to see you.
It's great to be here. I got that work from home thing going on. I see you misspelled Sommelier, so
Perfect. This is what happens when I build a banner instead of my team. That is great. Now it's spelled correctly. Here we go.
that's what I love. There we go. It's like magic. Holy
So
cow.
look at that. We are professionals over here at Best Served Podcast. Let me tell you. All right, I want to take people back. I always like to start. I think our trajectory and where we start in the industry really kind of tells a story. And so take us all the way back. When did you first catch the hospitality bug? When did you get into this industry? The first job?
Wow, the very first one?
Very first one.
At Taco John's in Loveland.
Wow,
and I
John.
quit because I wanted to have a party.
Perfect. Classic. And when did you start in, I don't know, high-end restaurant or a restaurant where you said, oh, I feel like this is the type of service that I want to be in. This is the type of energy, environment. This is the type of team I want to be a part of.
And my first real, in quotes, hospitality job or working the floor was in Boulder. And it was at Nancy's back in the day. And my brother put it to me best because I was like, man, can you crank through, breakfast, lunch? What do you want to do? He goes, watch. Here's what you do. You do this. He set a plate down. He goes, that can either be $5 or it can be $20. Which do you make more money off of? I was like, count me in for dinner, man.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Very simple economics there. That can be $5 or $20. I love that. Was there a moment or was there a wine, right? Being a master sommelier, that is quite a path, and not many people have forged that path. And so was there a moment, was there a wine specifically that you remember that you said, this is what I want to do. This is where I want my focus in this industry to be?
Actually, not really. I know a lot of people have that epiphany moment and they like that aha thing going on. I just kind of gradually stumbled further and further and deeper into this joyous hole of wine until all of a sudden it was kind of all encompassing. And that's what I've done for the last 30 plus years.
Yeah. You just blacked out for a couple of decades and ended up being one of a few hundred master sommeliers in the world.
Like I love to say, the 80s were the best 3 years of my life.
I absolutely love that. The Master Sommelier, though, was there a moment where you decided, okay, now I'm going to make the full jump and commitment? What does that take? Because I think a lot of people don't understand what that means.
For that, there was, because there definitely is that turning point where you have to decide, is this what I want to do? Because the time commitment, I think, is greatly underestimated by a lot of people. And that's was at the Flagstaff House at that time in Boulder, and had passed my certified wine educator. And the advanced was a challenge. There was a lot of work. The time commitment, the dedication is somewhat shocking. And I guess at that point, too, you kind of recalibrate. You go, okay, do I want to take the next step? And I remember talking to Wayne and Sally, who owned a Boulder wine merchant at the time. And I was like, man, this is the most monochromatic existence I've ever had in my life. There's only one thing you do from the moment you wake up to when you go to bed. And that's both sadly and happily, that's what it takes. If you don't do that, you don't pass.
Yeah. You have to be so single-minded and focused. It's really, really unbelievable. So now bringing, your Master Sommelier, your name, your reputation, the wines that you represent, and you also were pivotal in bringing the whole team together of sommeliers for this amazing event we're doing with Sophie's Neighborhood. Sophie's Neighborhood, the Rosenberg family, Hosea, Lauren, and Sophie. Why is that family important for you to support in this moment?
We had done an event through Olivia that kind of kicked this whole thing off. Yeah. And actually I think we've known each other about 15 years, give or take now.
Yeah, getting there, yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, I wasn't that aware of what was going on with the family, what the cause was. It kind of blew me away. I mean, that event morphed into this charity-driven thing for those guys. And man, the more I got into the story, the more I understood what they were facing. And then in the bigger scope too, what other families are facing. I've got a 6-year-old daughter, so it really strikes home for me. And yeah.
Yeah, that's such an important cause. Now, bringing master sommeliers together, I'm fascinated in this because, you get a lot of big personalities in the room. I know it's like this when you get a lot of chefs in the room as well. Is there a little bit of competition? Is it totally camaraderie where, like chefs, sometimes like, I haven't seen you since the last time we did an event together, and you get to commiserate? Talk about when you get, 5 master sommeliers in the room together. I know it's virtual now, but in the room together, what's that energy like?
Whether it's virtual or whether it's reality, it's always a blast. I mean, these guys I've known for years. Actually, it's funny because I made the connection. I hadn't thought about this till now, but we all at some point worked for Southern Wine and Spirits.
Okay. That's like the farm system for master sommeliers, huh?
Yeah, because both Sean and Damon are still working there. Brett used to, I used to. Uh, and I used to call on Damon in the early 90s in Aspen back in the day. So yeah, no, we've all known each other in various capacities over the years. It's going to be fun. And the cool thing is too, all that is it's like secondary to us, obviously. Because I mean, the thing is, once I told these guys about the cause and what we were doing, they were like, "Man, I'm on board. Count me in." Same thing with the wines we managed to procure. I haven't seen this strong and enthusiastic response. Because man, it's a tough time to ask for free stuff.
True.
I mean, it's a different day, different day and age now. And this event, it was so enthusiastically embraced by anyone I spoke with. I'm psyched to be a part of it, and this is going to be a kick.
That is just the truest form of hospitality. It's not just when times are good. In any moment, to have the purest form of hospitality, to take care of other people, is what we're here to do. And so grateful to have you leading the way here. So thanks for being on, Doug.
No, thank you, man.
All right, cheers.